I'm trading one system, one ticker, S&P 500 futures every single day for a full year. And we're doing it to improve our execution, our process. So today is day 63. I almost forgot to journal today and post it because I was a little busy after 4 and was running around to do things, and then went to the gym and came back late, and then I started coding something and I just got deep dive into it and forgot. Anyways, let's go into day 63. So we made $149.80 after paying $15 in commission and fees and whatnot. What a scam, right? Uh, Winning trade 100%. Made 100 on one trade and 65 another trade. Could have actually made more. Should have made more. And the reason we made the money was from our team setting up the trades and finding the levels for overnight and also for the day. They work really well. Shout out to Ray and Bia for doing that. And then for tomorrow, the levels that we're gonna look at is this. So we put 68.90. So I'm gonna move these down a little more, and I'll tell you why as well. So we're gonna move this level down 5 more points. Wait, come down 5 points right here. All right, and then we're gonna bring this to 68.70. So now we're gonna be in a very tight range. Can't get it perfectly, but close enough. So if tomorrow we come here, we tap here, I expect us to see that as a resistance area. If we can break through it and come here and back test and hold above it, then we're technically bullish. So I will watch that 68.70 level. If we can break through that 68.70, break over it, back test it, then that's technically a bullish level. I expect us to go up from there. This is somewhat setting up an inverse head and shoulder as well. So I'll show you here. So this is possible shoulder one, this is possible shoulder two, and this is the head, right? So inverse head and shoulder pattern typically goes like this. To do, and push up higher. Okay. So move some of the drawing because it can get really ugly if we put too much drawing on there. Let's take a look on longer time frame as well. So in 30-minute time frame, if you guys were here with us last week, I told you guys potentially I think we're gonna see this arching pattern. I think it could come back all the way down here. Will it or will it not? We don't know. Time will tell, right? I think it'll be great if we can come back down to this level here. Uh, One level I'm watching for is this, specifically the 2-hour MOB. If it comes test that level, that's where I would buy the dip. But if we don't test that level, we can also potentially just move up. The market doesn't always have to do what you see that it could do. The market could do whatever it does, and there's always multiple probability of that, and we have to be able to accept that sometimes. So currently we're in a downtrend, and this trend line is set up from here, right? And we see this trend line reject really well on our 30-minute time frame red moving average here, and here. So that worked really well on the 30-minute. We can see that worked perfectly. Now, if tomorrow, for whatever reason, we become extremely bullish, which we could be because we're holding this MOB line here, and we reclaim the MOB line here, and we have this moving average crossing over here, setting up possible golden cross in that 30-minute time frame. If tomorrow we were to come test this line, and instead of going back down to this area that we think it could go, and it just go boom, bursts right through it, and then it comes test the second blue line here, right? And instead of breaking down from it, just go boom right through it as well. We're extremely bullish. We can push higher and higher, and there's nothing dictating us from not doing that. And any multiple reason could cause that to happen. One of the reason could be like, oh, government shutdown is ending, and then all is good. Or if something else happens, who knows? Market can go whatever reason it wants. So that's one probability in terms of technical analysis side. Oh, I think I spent too much time on that. Uh, well, yeah, let's go into signals today. And what I could have done better today if I was woke up a little bit early to trade the market today. So today we only had two signals. We had 941 where market structure was bearish and reasonably so to a certain extent because there was a lot of selling pressure open there. So that kind of changed that the volume of selling there kind of turned that market structure to bearish. And then once it tipped just enough to be bearish, market maker was like, nah, we're gonna scam you. We're gonna push all the way back up. They took all that volume that they sold off and they bought it back and they pushed it back up, broke over the resistance over here, pushed higher. And then pretty much by 10 a.m., market structure was bullish, but they kind of tricked our algo in the room, and it didn't tell people that market structure was bullish. And then naturally, because of that, it just kept pushing higher and higher and higher over here. So aside from that, we didn't really get any signals from 9 to 2 a.m. today. I mean, 2 p.m. today. It just kept pushing higher and higher. There was some erratic movements here. The only good area that I could have saw as a good play was this short at that 30-minute red line. And I was watching it. I did put an order there at, but my order was at 68.58. It didn't hit it. I completely missed that trade. It would have been great if it did like one of these things and then just rejected and came back down. I would have made a load of money, but I didn't. But oh well, it's always next time. So for tomorrow, I am somewhat expecting us to be a little bit more bullish, depending how things play out. Like I said before, if we see this scenario where it breaks this trend line, this will be extreme observation. I'll definitely be watching this like a hawk. So good luck. I hope that helps, and have a great trading day, guys.